Does anyone else feel like all the content related to how to find your audience is just not good enough? It is always the same. Use surveys, use focus groups, look at your customers. Like, what if I don't have any customer? Look at your social media. Man, I have 10 followers. Look at your Google Analytics. What if I have 2 visits to my website? Check your competitors, which makes more sense. But what should I do? Should I go there and see their interactions and try to guess the audience? Like, I was always confused with this. So today I want to share with you something that actually makes sense, at least to me. And I hope it can make your life easier. Instead of trying to find your target audience using details like age, location, gender, whatever, why don't you start by looking at the problem your product or service solves? Because if you think about it, this problem will define your target audience. So let me show you exactly how I do it step by step. Let's start with step number 1. Identify your problem. Instead of beginning this trying to get details like age, location, and all that, and getting something like men 24 to 36 years old living in Vancouver. Instead of doing that, you'll start by identifying the problem your product or service solves. For example, if you work in content marketing, this could be a pain point that you identify. People or companies have poor engagement, low visibility, and a low number of leads coming in. That could be the pain point, right? So now let's move to step number 2. Create a broad target audience. So now that you identify the problem, you can start defining a broad target audience by looking at shared characteristics. This means what people who have this problem have in common. And here you can find things like needs, how they behave, what motivates them. Let me give you some examples. Of course, they have the shared problem, right? Which is they are struggling with poor engagement on their content. We know that. You can identify behaviors. They are time poor. They have busy lives and they need quick solutions. Or you can think of motivations. They want to increase engagement and traffic to drive sales. Or they want their content to look more professional. Or they want to improve brand recognition. Or you can think of needs. They need simple strategies and process. Or they need easy solutions. And with this information, you can put many things together. So you have the problem and you have the common characteristics. Now you can create several target audiences. No, they will be broad, but we'll fix that. Some examples of these broad target audiences could be: my target audience are people who struggle with poor content engagement and want to increase interactions on their blogs or social media. Another example, my target audience are companies that struggle with brand recognition and need simple strategies and processes to start creating awareness and growth. Not too bad, right? Now, it doesn't stop here because you have heard everyone says you have to be specific. You cannot talk to everyone. And that is true. That is why we have step number 3. Create segments for your broad target audience. So now that you have your broad target audience, which is defined by their problems and their common characteristics, you can start segmenting them into smaller groups based on other factors, even more specific behaviors or lifestyle or business type or even stage they are in their lives. Let me give you some examples. Segment 1 could be busy entrepreneurs. So now my target audience are busy entrepreneurs that struggle with brand recognition and need simple strategies and processes to start creating awareness and growth. That's not too bad. Segment 2, small businesses. And this could be your statement. My target audience are small companies that struggle with poor content engagement and want to increase interactions on their blogs or social media. And just like that, you have a pretty decent target audience. And you can start creating content that is more specific. But wait, that is not everything. No. If you want more details, you can do it. Like, this doesn't end here. Now you can add locations or specific industries, like anything you want. Let me give you a final example. So now, after adding all these details, you can have this. My target audience are small tech companies located in Vancouver, Canada that struggle with poor content engagement and want to increase interactions on their blogs or social media. Not bad at all. That is not bad at all. You can even use whatever you feel passionate about. I love tennis. So if I wanted to work with tennis coaches, this could be my statement. My target audience are young tennis coaches in New Westminster, Canada, who struggle with poor content engagement and want to increase interactions on their blogs or social media. Magnifico. I don't know if you find value here, but I really love this. And when I started working this way, it changed my life. Your target audience shares a problem, and that is what you should focus on. And then if you want more details, you can just create more content and start testing, right? Because different pieces of content are going to resonate with different people. Hopefully it helps you, and let me know what you think. Nos vemos.